This is Community Interest Television Programming, CSA 70, San Bernardino County. And I'm your host, George Morang. And we're visiting today at Care Haven. And I'm talking right now to Karen?
Bitter.
Bitter? Mm-hmm. And Karen, could you tell us something about Care Haven?
Yes, we have 20 beds, and we run the place basically like a large home.
I can see that. It looks very comfortable and pleasant. And I remember we've been here before, so I remember
Yes.
you also have a resident cat.
Yes, we do. We have 2 resident dogs and a cat.
Oh.
Yes.
Today is a special, one of the special events that you put on for the residents.
Yes. We loved you guys coming out the last time, and I guess you loved being here also, so it was nice for you to ask if you could come back again.
Well,
because
it's not so much us, it's the wonderful people with Palms and Paws, the animal control activity here in 29 Palms. And in a few minutes we'll be talking to the people and introducing some of the animals that they brought with them. I'm especially happy with the Palms and Paws activity because I have a lovely little dog that has lived with me for the past 4 or 5 years that I got from Paws and Paws.
Oh yes, I love the organization also. One of my employees just also adopted a pet from over there, so yeah, wonderful.
Well, let's ask the people to come forward here and give us some information on the Palms and Paws activity. We have...
Hi, I'm Diana. I'm the shelter director at Paws and Paws Animal Shelter.
Yeah. And would you tell us something about Palms and Paws?
Well, basically what we do there is we adopt pets. We have an animal control officer that goes out and picks up stray dogs.
Mm-hmm. Do you pick them up only in the town, or would you pick them up in the county?
No, only in the city of 29 Palms, in the city limits. County has their own animal control officer out there.
Do the animals have to be in restraint before you go out and pick them up, or will you...
No, we will go pick them up if they're running loose, especially if they're running loose and causing traffic, you know.
How do you do that?
Well, we have our animal control officer that picks them up.
Oh, I see. And that's Rick, isn't it?
Yep, that's Rick.
Rick, would you join us here a minute and tell us something about your activities as the animal control? You're the enforcer.
I am. Yeah, that's me, the dirty guy.
Would you come up here so we can see you? And I remember too, you have around the facility at Palms and Paws, in particular the animals that you have available there. And I was interested in when we visited there, the great treatment that the animals have and the great concern that you and your staff have for the animals. And certainly my dog Heidi that I got from there, I keep talking about her, don't I? Is a great example of that. She's really beloved of everybody that knows her.
Yeah, we try to adopt out all the real friendly dogs. We try to adopt out all the family-oriented dogs.
Well, I noticed you also go through a program of socialization with the dogs.
Mm-hmm.
I've seen you out leading them around.
Yes, we do. We spend a lot of time with our animals, and we also invite volunteers, teenagers, on up, you know, to come spend time with the animals, you know, as pet pals, you know, and get them socialized. That way we can get them ready to get new homes.
Mm-hmm. How's the traffic at the present time of new animals being picked up and brought in?
Picked up and brought in, it's an ongoing thing, it's a daily thing. Animals are brought in on a daily basis, and we have 2 secure holding pens out front of Palms and Paws that people will drop off animals if they see them running around the streets or anything like that. They can come up after hours and drop them off there, so they're secured in the holding pens.
And this isn't just dogs or cats either.
No, we get everything. Everything from chickens to geese to peacocks to lizards, snakes. You name it, we get it.
And pigs?
Pigs, we get plenty of pigs.
I remember the pig.
Yeah, we get plenty of pigs.
Yeah. Well, could you introduce us to some of the animals you brought today?
Yeah, sure.
More than half of all U.S. households own a pet, but 1 in 4 of these pets may wind up in an animal shelter. To make pet adoptions more successful, experts recommend that owners follow 4 pet pointers. First, discuss the rules of pet behavior with your family before your new pet comes home. This will improve the odds that your new pet receives a consistent message. Spay or neuter your cat or dog to prevent unwanted litters. Proper training is very important. New puppies or dogs not accustomed to staying alone can bark or howl. Get pet references from a vet, just in case you move. They may help persuade a prospective landlord that your pet will be well behaved. A free booklet called The ABCs of Responsible Pet Ownership is available at animal shelters and humane societies. For a free copy, visit www.febreze.com.
The first dog I'm going to introduce will be Link. He's a Shepherd Collie mix. He's approximately 2.5 to 3 years old. Pretty well mannered if he doesn't make me a liar right now. Hi, Link. This is Link, and he's currently up for adoption at 29 Palms Animal Shelter, Paws and Paws.
How old a dog is he?
It's about 2.5 to 3 years old. We've had him about 2 months over there at the facility.
And how much does it cost to adopt an animal?
The adoption fees for in the city limits of 29 Palms is $68.50, and that includes getting it fixed, your 1-year license, a free health checkup with High Desert Animal Hospital, and it also includes your first combination shot and Bordetella vaccine.
So ready to go.
Ready to go. If for some reason a person gets an animal home and it doesn't work out, we do offer the 30-day exchange until they find an animal that better suits them and their lifestyle. So you're not stuck with something once you get it.
I see.
Come here, Link.
Well, maybe you could sort of...
Yeah, sure.
I'm in your way here.
Hi,
This
would
is
you like
Link.
to pet Link?
This is a dog.
Yeah, we got a dog here.
That's Link.
This is Link. Link the dog.
You made a friend already there.
Would you like to see Link? Very friendly. He is very friendly.
They do have cats there too, though.
I don't like cats.
Oh. It depends on the ammunition.
It depends, you know, on, I mean, any dog can be vicious, not, you know, like I said, I'm afraid of chihuahuas. I don't like those little ankle
Oh, no.
biters. Yeah.
I was, as a child, I was terrorized by a little wire-haired fox terrier.
Yeah, yeah, they
I
can
still
be
have a
mean.
grudge.
Yeah, they can be mean. I mean, it just depends on how you raise them.
Would you like to take him around?
Yeah, let me
and-
see.
What's his name again?
This one's Spud.
Spud. He looks like one of those dogs in one of those old Our Gang movies, doesn't he?
The Petey. Petey the dog? Yeah. The little patch on his eye. Yeah,
Oh, the Little Rascals, that's right.
Did you want to pet this one?
Can you say hi, Spud?
You don't like cats?
No.
Cats, huh? You like dogs? Yeah, they're good dogs.
He wants to see it. Do you like dogs?
Hi, Spud.
Do you like dogs? Do you like dogs?
Yes.
Yeah. You want to see Link?
You want to pet him?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Let me bring him around to your side over here.
His name's Spud. He likes you. You have any dogs?
Where did you find Link, as a matter of fact?
Link was brought in and left in the holding pen, left outside in one of our holding pens. We've had him for about 2 months, still looking for a
wanna
good
pet
home
Spud?
for him.
That's certainly the most humane way. It's sad that people don't always get to keep their animals, particularly in a transient
Spud.
population like we have.
Yeah, it is. And
Spud.
unfortunately, we do get a lot of
Spud.
animals through our facility.
Well, I think too, we get quite a few animals that maybe came out here with visitors and got,
Be a Fido. He
they
just
get
changed your
lost.
name to
Up in the
Fido.
monument, there's a lot of people hiking and camping up in the monument also, you know. And some people, you know, sometimes they lose their animals. That's why it's so important to keep them tagged, keep their
You know, they're using that new insert.
Up in the air about where to get help with a consumer problem? Like that stubborn refrigerator you just bought. And all your appliance dealer does is give you the cold shoulder. What about that window? You still haven't straightened it out with your contractor. Oh, and telemarketers who won't stop calling.
Hello, have I got a deal for you today. Come on, pick up. You need to hear about our exciting...
And how about that lemon of a car that keeps letting you down? Well, stand up for your rights. Log on to pueblo.gsa.gov and use the power of the internet and the federal government. It's the Consumer Action website, free from the place you trust, Pueblo, Colorado. At pueblo.gsa.gov, there are thousands of links to companies and government agencies, the names, numbers, and advice you need to get your wrongs righted. Remember, pueblo.gsa.gov, because you never know.
Too bad for them. I said,
Enjoyed this chance to talk to you again and
Yeah, I'm glad-
learn a little bit more about what's going on at the animal shelter. And, the variety of animals that you do have available for adoption. There'll be a telephone number on the at the end of this program.
Yes, yeah, and if anybody has any questions, feel free to call.
Let me go
Feel
ahead
free
and
to
take
call.
And the price was again?
The price is $68.50 for a dog, and the cats are $45. And the cats also include getting them fixed, the first shot, and a free health checkup with High Desert Animal Hospital.
Oh, you want to pet the puppy?
Oh, that's a checkup immediately afterwards, or?
Yeah, within 2 days, to make sure it's
2 days.
coming out of the shelter healthy and happy and everything's okay with it. Yeah.
That's one of the difficulties of picking up stray dogs. If you have animals yourself, it's risky to pick up a stray dog because you don't know whether they have had their shots or whether they're
Right.
contagious with something.
And we do get a lot of sick animals, a lot of sick animals.
There is a, for those of us that live in the county, there's animal control we can contact. Are they local or are they?
Yeah, the county has animal control down in San Bernardino County, but they do have animal control officers for out here that patrol out here. So if you need county, if you live in the county, the telephone number is 1-800-472-5609, and they will be able to help you if you live on the outskirts of 29 Palms.
But in that case, you have to have the animal restrained, I presume.
No, they will come out, and if they can't catch them, they will set traps for them.
I'm just interested at the moment because coming in here on Bullion Mountain Road, there was a couple of dogs that they didn't seem to have been out in the desert too long.
Just running loose.
And I can't get tempted anymore. I got two now.
Yeah, it's hard. It's hard
But
not to.
I have water around my place so that it attracts
go for it,
it.
yeah.
I'll go for it.
Yeah.
Well, thanks very much. We've enjoyed very much the visit. The visit with the residents here will continue with the animals. We have more animals to show, but for the moment that will conclude our interview and saying hello to the people of the facility here, of the residents. Thank you very much for letting us come, and we've enjoyed seeing you all.
Nice to have you.
Thank you very much. We appreciate it, and we hope you all have a great new year to come. Thank you very much. This is George Morang saying goodbye for the time being. Thank you.
There's good news for cats and their owners. A simple blood test can help prevent the spread of two potentially deadly feline viruses. Feline leukemia and feline immunodeficiency virus are considered the greatest health risk for cats. Both affect a cat's immune system and can be present long before symptoms first appear. Any cat that may have come in contact with other cats is considered at risk. Feline leukemia can be spread during normal social contact between cats. The immunodeficiency virus is generally spread when an infected cat scratches or bites another cat. Symptoms include loss of appetite, weight loss, fever, diarrhea, poor coat condition, and/or non-healing wounds. A combination blood test can be performed by a veterinarian, and results are available in minutes. The Association of Feline Practitioners and the Academy of Feline Medicine recommend that the health status of all cats be known. To learn more and to receive a free brochure, contact your veterinarian or call 1-888-454-CATS.